Hey there fellas, my name is Vitaly and I am from the realty company Bryonics, which I hope you already knew, but if you didn't, please do subscribe. We are talking about real estate here. And today we are at the Pontus Rotana office, which is Rotana is a 5-star hotel in Georgiya, and we are going to talk all about it in the next 20 minutes. And now I'm accompanied by this gorgeous lady. Please, Tina, do tell us about yourself.
I'm Tina, Sales and Marketing Manager at this project in Pontus Rotana Resort and Spa. And actually, the Pontus Development is one of the subsidiary companies of Pontus Capital, which unites 4 companies. First one is, and the oldest one is Pixel Advertisement. I'm pretty sure you have noticed all the LED screens and banners.
So basically, all the digital billboards in
exactly
is a Pixel.
Yes,
oh,
and
wow.
this is one of the. Exactly. The second one is Seka Biotech, which is pharmaceutical research company. Third one is the Georgiya Construction, and the fourth one is the Pontus Development, which is building 5-star resort and spa hotel by Rotana. So this will be the first Rotana hotel in Georgia, in the region, and it will have of course, huge and rich infrastructure.
So you're building this grand project like the 5-star resort hotel, and it's obviously quite an investment. Are you dependent on somebody to build it or not?
Actually, it should be underlined that our project is fully funded by Pontus Capital. So we do not wait investors to put the money and to continue the building. So construction is undergoing already almost 1 year actually, and we are already on the 3rd floor. So
for 1 year already, and when did you start?
We have started in May, and actually we have signed a 20 years contract with Rotana in 2023, 26th of May, and it's like a symbolic version that we are planning to open our hotel in 27th of May, which is Georgia's Independence Day.
So to underline this, you signed the contract with we signed the contract with Rotana for 20 years.
Exactly.
On 26th of May.
Yes.
2023.
Yes.
Isn't it like the Independence Day of the Georgia?
Yes, it is. And so we are planning to open a hotel in 2027, 26th of May.
That's so symbolic actually.
Yes, it is. It is.
I see. And you have already finished one project, right?
Yes, in the heart of Batumi, we have already finished residential apartments, which is totally sold out, fully sold out. And actually, we have finished without any delay. So we have finished everything on time, which is quite nice thing.
That's quite a feat actually, because yes. It's refreshing to see somebody who is fully funding their own project and they have a finished project before on time, which is, well, let's say frankly, it's unusual for Batumi because of the delays, because of the all the nuances that can happen during the building. So that's quite a feat actually.
And this is, of course, in our interests because we would like to finish to start earlier, and of course,
because you funded it yourself.
Yes, of course.
You don't have a reason to delay the construction.
Sure.
Right. So the sooner you open it, the sooner you're gonna get some cash back, right?
Yes, of course.
I see. So that's my final question for today. Why should I invest in your project? What are the 3 main reasons why I should invest in your project?
Well, I think we should start from location. So Georgiya, as you may have heard, is really rich by its history. It is a unique location because there is the purest, cleanest water in here, and we can move to the second one, which is brand, because we are bringing international hotelier Rotana, which knows how exactly work in a low season and a high season. And the third one is ROI. So, these 2 locations plus a brand, it makes a quite good income, and our investors will have a quite good benefits.
So because of the high class of this building, high class of construction,
of course, the service and the quality.
Service and quality. So that's going to, in return, give you bigger checks.
Of course.
Cash flow, and it's going to be.
So it will have a high occupancy rate because I would like to mention some of the differences between apartments and hotels. We do not have any kitchen in the room. Because in a 5-star hotels you cannot find the kitchen, while in apart hotels there is some kitchens. But let's move to the direction when you need to like gain the money. So if you have a kitchen in the room, nobody will go to the restaurant, right? So there won't be any like movement, any money. So in a money wise, to have a kitchen in the room, it's not that strategically correct, of course. And in the 5-star hotels, you don't have any kitchen.
Yeah, actually, you said that, and yeah, I actually never seen any kitchens in any 5-star hotel.
Exactly.
Before, so that makes sense.
And
also, I heard you have a VFF system in your hotel.
So, you know, in apart hotels, you know this split system with the noisy one on the balconies, right?
Yeah, this
so
block,
exactly. So we do not have one. So this is the pure 5-star. So the system which we have is called AHU system, which is AHU system. Let's call it this way. So this is the main thing that 5-star hotel needs to have. So it's like a mandatory to have in a 5-star hotel. So we have one, and this is one of the main differences between us and apart hotels.
So what the system accomplishes, it keeps the same temperature in your room, no matter if you're in or
exactly,
out. Right?
Exactly.
So you don't have to, in the winter time, you don't have to
wait until exactly.
And then you don't have to come in a scorching summer day and then you wait until it cools down, right? So it's just the same temperature all the
Of course, the comfort for the guests.
So thank you for the information. I guess that's pretty much it for now. And let's just go and see what they're building, what they're cooking there. And here we finally are with Tina in the Pontus Development office, main office in Batumi. And not only this is the office, this is actually the living space that was built by Pontus Development. And not only it was built on time, and it was completely sold without anyone's help, totally by Pontus Development. So my first question is, why you decided to build a hotel in Gonio if you're so successful building and selling living spaces in Batumi?
So Batumi is already like overpopulated, and we have too many apartments, but we do not have enough hotel rooms and 5-star hotels. So Pontus Rotana Resort and Spa Gonio is pure 5-star hotel, not the apart hotel, not the residential apartment with the branded name on the building. This is pure 5-star hotel, and you know, we do not have enough rooms to provide because we have such a great and huge demand. So you know, there's a statistics.
There is statistics for
yeah, there is actually statistics that shows us that, for example, for the 1,000 customers, there should be like a 15 beds, while we have only 5. So
like for the 1,000 visitors in Batumi, there should be 15 spaces in the 5-star hotels.
Yes. In total, in Batumi, we have only 4 5-star hotels, which is Radisson, which is Sheraton, Meridian, and Hilton. So Pontus Rotana Resort and Spa will be the 5th one, the pure 5-star hotel. So as I have mentioned, we have a lot of apartments and we do not have enough rooms to provide. So this is why we have decided to build like a hotel and not the apart hotel.
I see. So, all right, that's a great cause actually. So, why Rotana? Who are Rotana? Why not like Radisson or Wyndham? Like nobody knows about Rotana in European continent. Who are they?
Again, statistics. So let me explain one thing that you know that Batumi has been selected and given award for the most visited European cities in Europe, right? And by statistics, when we see like a countries, so we have Saudi Arabia, we have Emirates, we have, all Gulf countries are visiting Batumi quite frequently. So if we take into consideration all those statistics, we can see that this is Arabian brand, the first one in Georgia, and we all know how good is quality there, and we are bringing like Rotana's quality and service here, not only for the services wise, but we are bringing while we are constructing it, because we are building the complex by their guidance. So,
so as I read it in your materials that you sent, and it's in open source actually. So it's not like a building that you built and just put in Rotana in there. So it's actually built by guidance of Rotana for themselves.
Yes. And we have 20 years contract with Rotana actually. We are exclusive partners, and of course we are collaborating, and by guidance of Rotana we are building the 5-star hotel here.
So basically it means that it's going to be like complete Rotana hotel. So like guided by Rotana, built basically by Rotana with your hands, and operated by Rotana, like
exactly.
specially trained members of Rotana. And moreover, there's going to be a huge casino on the first floor
Yes.
in a Arabian hotel.
Yes, and this will be the first casino in all the world in Rotana brand. So there are no casinos in Rotana, so this will be the first one. And we all know how good it's like, how active is casino industry, gambling industry in Georgia. Yes, we know.
Because everywhere else it's banned, but not in Georgia.
Yes. So full, like a first floor is dedicated to the casino and to the restaurant. The full second floor.
And as we could already see, it's already built.
Yes, so we are already on the third floor. We are quite active, and you know the first floor and the second floor was the hardest part, and now we have started the building of the rooms stages, and we are in a quite good stage actually.
So basically, now you only need to build like living spaces,
Yes,
which is not
exactly.
that hard.
Yes, correct.
Right.
So the full second floor is dedicated to spa territory, and this will be the biggest spa in the region. We will have a hammam, we will have a steam room, we will have a sauna, we will have a massage rooms, we will have indoor and outdoor pools, of course, as you can see here.
I believe that's quite a big pool actually.
It's
right?
quite big with an infinity view, so it's like an infinity pool. It's
So
really
basically,
nice.
you can be in the water while looking at the water.
Exactly, exactly.
So the key ingredient of the five-star hotel is its infrastructure. And I heard that Rotana is very proud of its infrastructure. So what is going to be included in this particular Rotana hotel?
So first of all, our private beach. So we are located in the first line of the sea, and we have only like a 15 meters to like go to the beach. So we will have a private beach. We will have an indoor and outdoor pool, of course, with the biggest spa, and actually full second floor is dedicated to the spa territory.
Full second floor.
Yes,
So
the biggest one in the
whole
region.
Area
Exactly.
there by this outdoor pool.
Yes.
This outdoor pool is actually looking quite big. Actually.
It's the biggest one actually, and it's infinity pool, so you can like swim in the pool and see the sea as well. So we have like a steam room, sauna, hammam, which is quite demanded in Batumi actually. And you know, we will have a biggest casino in the region, and this will be the first Rotana hotel with a casino.
All right, so the first one and already the biggest casino.
Yes.
So what are the numbers? What are we talking, like the size of this casino?
So up to 2,000 square meters is a casino.
At 2,000 square meters
Yes.
of casino?
Yes.
All right, that's a lot of casino.
Yes, and we all know how good is like gambling industry in Georgia, and this will be the first casino in the Rotana brand in all around the world actually. So, and I would like to underline one thing, that we will have all the rooms with the balconies, and we have like small differences between like a categories. We have A, B, and C, and A is with the biggest balconies, and the A is a small one.
This one?
Yes. From the third to 12th floor, we have a bigger balconies, and after we have a balconies, like just a small one.
Yeah, and as I can see on this model, the first floors are the infrastructure, right? And
Yes.
they're already built.
Yes, so we
the
have
hardest
already
part,
on the third floor, and the hardest part is already finished, which is like a basement, first floor, and the second floor. So the commercial places are already done, and we have on the first floor, beside casino, we have a huge restaurant, a conference space, which is quite good because you know my business is quite active in Batumi, not only in the high season but in the low season as well. So the group business, and we are really proud that we have like 140 twin categories with the separate beds, and for the group segment is quite really nice one, because you know we have a lack of twin category rooms in not only in Batumi.
For the corporate
Yes,
businesses and stuff
yes,
like
exactly. So, and you know, the group business means like a high occupancy, and high occupancy, of course, means like a high income.
Yeah, high
And of
revenues.
course, the rooftop bar, which will be located on the 28th floor, which have a panoramic view.
And I heard Rotana is actually pretty famous for its kitchen.
Yes, you are correct. Rotana is quite famous by its like international foods and beverage services and cuisines, of course, and we will have an international cuisine as well.
And I also heard that not only they are famous, they actually have a Michelin star.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, for
yes.
their restaurant. So
Yes.
that's actually something people will be looking for.
Of course.
Right?
Of course. Why not? Even in the winter time, you can see the snowy mountains and the sea at the same time, because it will have a panoramic view. So it will be really nice and marvelous view.
Well, I'm sold. What about you guys? What do you think about it? Well, I guess that's going to be it. Like, it's quite a lot of information about the infrastructure and the building itself. And well, as you could already see, it's being built. It's already, the hardest part is done.
Yes.
So it's only the residential complex, basically.
Which is the easiest part, yeah.
Which is the
actually.
easiest part. Well, thank you a lot for this interview. And now me and Tina are going to discuss some numbers at the construction site of the Pontus Rotana. So, Tina, please do tell us about the numbers. So, what kind of ROI can an investor you expect, and who made those predictions? What are they based on? So, all this stuff.
So ROI, the return of investment, will be up to 14%, and this feasibility survey was provided by Cushman and Wakefield. And by their research, it means that this is the strategically correct location, a strategically correct project to invest in. So actually, this is the third-party company, and we do not have any influence on that. But still, ROI up to 14% is still really nice. It's really good. Yes, it is.
So, they based their research based on what?
So based on the location, based on the hotels, nearby areas, so this will be...
They took already existed
Yes, of course.
dates, and they used them in the research of your hotel.
Yes, exactly. And there are some statistics, for example, that by 2020, before pandemic, we all know how on the high demand was the apartments, but after pandemic it shifted to luxury segment. So we have we see a lot of increase on the demand of the hotel direction.
Out, to the world, and they start to travel, they start to take on this hotel number.
Exactly. So of course we have a lot of apartments and there is a demand, but we see quite huge demands and a high demands switch to luxury segment, which is 5-star hotels.
Oh, I see. So basically, the band is here, and well, the project is here.
Exactly.
And as you said, have you mentioned by 2032, it's up to 70% of return, right? So 5 years, 70% of return of your investment.
Exactly. We have a long-term and a short-term partnership with our investors. So, if, for example, you can invest now with a lower price and you can sell after 2 years with an additional price. So, even I can mention that till December we had the price per square meter 3,000 USD, and now it's March 11th, and we have already 3,400 USD per square meter. So we have a strategy, and we are increasing our prices quarterly.
So you said. Right now, you just said that the price rose by 10%.
Exactly. Yes. So
and this dynamic is going to continue? Or
of course, it will continue. Yeah. So this is exactly why, for example, we are suggesting investors to come to Rotana Hotel, to invest in Rotana Hotel, because we have a strategy and we are planning to do it quarterly.
Well, that's quite interesting. That's quite high rise.
Yes, it's a high increase. It's up to 11% already.
Yeah, that's very good actually. And there are not that much of different layouts, right?
So, for example, we have different categories. We have several categories, several square meters. The minimum one is 30 square meters. We have after coming for junior suite, which is 66 square meters, and after 1-bedroom suite and 2-bedroom suites with the biggest balconies and with the direct sea views.
And I also heard you have, percentually talking, you have more twin
twin categories, exactly. So that while group segment is quite active in Batumi, we are lacking of the twin categories. So we will have up to 140 twin category rooms, which is like a guarantee for the high income and the high occupancy.
So basically, we're going to compensate the low season with more of the corporate activities.
Exactly, and of course, the huge and the rich infrastructure is a guarantee to be like a fully occupied off season as well.
So I can see that the building is being built, and it's quite active at that. So I can see a lot of work already done, and a lot of work is being done right now. So you have 3 more years to finish the project,
yes.
am I right?
We have 546 rooms and rich infrastructure.
That's not that much, actually.
The room numbers?
Considering the apart hotels.
Of course. So if we take into consideration the number of apart hotels, of course, it's not a huge amount. But for the 5-star hotel, this is the biggest hotel in the region. So 546 rooms, yes. With the different categories, different sizes, layouts, and so on.
So you have 4 basic layouts?
Exactly, yes.
So 4 basic layouts. There can be slight variation, but basically there are 4.
4, yes, exactly.
And as you mentioned, the price right now is 3,400
per per square meters. And you know, the prices changes by floors. So on the highest floor, of course, the prices per square meter are much more higher than on the third floor or the fourth floor.
I see. So the highest floor is going to be more expensive.
Of course, yes.
That's pretty standard situation here in Batumi, and I believe everywhere else in the world. And you have different categories, right? You'll show them more in depth later, but
Yes.
can you show us where is which category?
So we have A plus, B plus, and the C categories. A and A plus categories are located on the front line. I mean, they have direct sea views. The B and B plus categories are in the middle of the building, and the C categories are on the back side of the building. However, I would like to underline that even from the backside rooms, you can still see the partial sea. So you have a mountain view and the sea view as well.
So basically, you don't have that much of the sea view, but you can see the mountains.
Yes.
Which are pretty damn close in the Georgiya here.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you for that. I guess we're going to wrap it up right now and tell you a bit more in just a minute. And now we are at the construction site of the Rotana Hotel, which is, well, as you can see, quite a lot of already done. And they have 3 more years to finish it completely, with all the infrastructure included. It's not going to be something like you buy the apartment, and then you get the apartment, and then you wait for the infrastructure. No, you buy the apartment, you get everything at once, apartment and the infrastructure. Because, well, as simple as that, the hotel cannot work without its infrastructure. It's not a hotel if it doesn't have any infrastructure. And the worth of this hotel as a whole is 70 million. Can you imagine that? 70 million, and it's completely financed by the developer's company. And you can buy it. You can buy it for the investment. And if you do so, you get a split 50-50 with the Rotana hotel staff. So they're going to take your apartment, work with it, and you're going to get 50% of profit for just investing in this building. And on top of that, if you want to visit it yourself, like your number or any number in this hotel, you're going to have a 60% discount. And on top of that, because you're taking the apartment in the hotel that you're invested in, you're going to also get a 50% of the profit. So the 50% from the 40% that you're paying for, you're gonna get as a profit. So basically your discount is more like 80%, which is, oh, it's not a bad deal, isn't it? And as I said, this project is completely financed by the developers. So if they delay, they're just gonna lose money. So that's a fact. And as you can see, 3 years to complete the whole building is looking feasible, right? So please, if you want to know more, stay with us. We're gonna show you some cool shots, and then we're gonna talk a bit more about the Rotana itself. Well, it's basically your own little business. You're buying not just the standard room in a hotel number by the brand of Rotana, you're buying a working hotel Rotana. Just a little part of it. So how much you invest in it, that's how much of the Rotana hotel in Georgiya you get. So basically, you buy for 100,000 the small hotel number, you get about, I don't know, like 0.3% of the whole hotel, which means you get 0.3% of the total hotel revenue, which is not that bad, right? And I was talking about selling your apartment, and like you think, well, it's already 100,000, who's gonna buy it for 200,000? Well, Rotana is going to do it because they have the buyback system, which if you don't want to own your hotel anymore, you can just offer for the buyback. And not only they're gonna return your investment, they're gonna add a little bit extra, like 15% of what the price really is. So you buy for 100,000, you wait for the end of the construction, and you can sell for 200,000. And Rotana will actually offer you about 210, 220,000. So risk-free? I would say so. And to wrap it all up, we are here just outside of the construction of the Pontus Rotana. And what can I say? This project, it does have a great future ahead of it. It does has the validity to be here. And just look at this, it's beautiful. And I can't even imagine how awesome it would be here in a year 2027, on 26th of the May, when it's going to be done. I just can't imagine it, and I do truly believe that everything that the developer says there will be actually. And this beach is going to be completely renovated and done to accommodate tourists here. And if you are as interested in this project as we are, well, you can contact us. I will leave all the information in the description, all the social media. Please do contact us. We are going to tell you more and help you invest your money in the Batumi. And today I was your host, Vitaly from Bryonics. Please do subscribe and please do follow us. We do this kind of videos plenty often.